Okay, good morning. I am going to, or afternoon, I guess, whenever you're actually watching this video. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to try to walk you guys through how to use the linear regression app on your iPad. So what you need is your iPad, you need your jam to actually take the notes of the directions, and then I passed out this paper yesterday. So what I need you to do is just put this aside for right now. We are going to use it in a little bit, but right now just put this over to the side, out of your way, so you can watch this video. Make sure you have your iPad handy, okay? I've got mine ready to go, and we're going to just kind of work through just using the app today, okay? And then tomorrow we'll actually apply information. Now, I think it was my 5th period class, maybe it was my 4th period. I don't remember yesterday, but one of the classes, I know we kind of played around with the app a little bit, but now I'm going to write down the actual directions, and I want you to have them as well, because this will be useful for when you're in high school, because you guys do need graphing calculators, and this is an easy, cheap way to have a graphing calculator. Okay, so we're just going to start with step 1, which is to open the Desmos Sci, it says SCI, app on your iPad. And so what that looks like, I'm going to do my best to kind of show you, it's just like a white box, and it says Desmos Sci. There's really nothing else on it. It's kind of generic, because what it's going to do is actually take you to an internet site. So click on that, and then you're going to see this calculator here. And what I need you guys to do is, oh, that's a little bit better, is up where it says Math Tools, select Math Tools and choose Graphing Calculator. Okay, so step 2, select Math Tools and then Graphing Calculator. Okay, so when you're done doing that, you'll see right here you've got your graphing calculator. Up at the top, there's these 3 little lines, or under where it says Untitled Graph. Click on those 3 little lines, and then scroll all the way down, scroll down until you see Statistics Linear Regression. That's what we're doing here. So click on Statistics Linear Regression. Okay, so we're going to top left corner, choose the little symbol that looks like that, and then scroll and choose Statistics Linear Regression. Right. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Okay. So after you choose that, step 4 will be click on Open Graph. It's that blue box in the middle. Can't really miss it, right? It says Open Graph. So go ahead and open a graph. And what you're going to see here is a graph that somebody already did. It's kind of like a tester graph. Okay, so you'll look over here and you'll see, oh, there's some X's and Y's, but those don't add or have anything to do with anything. And then down here, the beauty of this is that you're going to see some things. And again, I'm sorry guys that this is so weird to try to show you. That's a little better. You're going to see some values down here. You're going to see R2, R, M. We all know what M stands for, right? Slope. And B, which is our y-intercept. Okay, so instead of scattering our plots, doing a trend line, finding 2 perfect intersections, figuring out our slope, figuring out our y-intercept, we're just going to enter in our x and y values, and then it's going to do all the work for us. And it's going to show us what the graph looks like. Okay, so pretty fancy. So if we look at number 20, so I'm back to this paper now. If I look at number 20, all I want you guys to do is we're going to enter in the x values and the y values, and we're going to find our linear equation for that. That's for real all you're doing today. Okay, so The way to clear this out, there it says if you press and hold the icon on the table, you can make table columns movable. We don't need that. Okay, so the best way I can come up with, and you guys probably, well, maybe if I click here. Ooh, I don't know what's going to happen if I click delete all. Let's see. Okay, I did not want that. All right, so undo. Okay, so what I don't want to happen is for this down here to disappear. The class that I was working on this with, somehow I inadvertently closed this out, and this is kind of important. We need this information, right? This is the whole reason we're entering in the X and Y values. So what I did yesterday is I just clicked on each X and deleted it, and then I put in the new X, so that would be 27 for my first X. Again, if I'm looking at number 20 on that page that I sent home with you guys. I want this. There we go. And then I would put in 94 for my Y, right? And then I would go down to the next one, and I would put in 18, and then I would put in 56, right? You guys see what I'm doing here? Just literally going down my X and Y values from number 20 on that page that I gave you. And then I have 32. And what we're comparing here is the length of a boat and how much it costs, right? So we're looking at different values of boats, and does the length actually have anything to do with that? Which I think we can all agree, a bigger boat is going to cost more, but then we can use this information to make predictions about what a boat would cost if we knew the length. Oops, 145. Okay, so I have all of my fancy numbers in there. I have all of my X values, all of my Y values. Now I can minimize the keyboard, and oh my gosh, did you guys see this? Look at all this beautiful information that I got just by this app. I didn't have to do anything. Okay, so I've got my slope is 4.8. Okay, so I'm going to say my slope is 5. I'm just going to round up to 5 for my slope. And I've got my y-intercept, which is negative 37.67. So we'll just say negative 38, right? So when it comes to this kind of information, we're just going to round it to nice whole numbers as best we can, okay? So I'm going to round up to negative 38, and I'm going to round up to 5. So then when I take that information, and on this page, it says, use a graphing calculator to find the equation of the line of best fit. Beautiful. I know my slope is 5. My y-intercept is 0, negative 38. So then my equation of my line is going to be y equals 5x minus 38. Oops, sorry guys, I thought you could see that. There we go. Okay. So easy peasy, right? Everybody feel pretty good about that? I mean, I feel pretty great because I didn't have to graph anything, right? It's still, you need to know how to do the graphing, but this is our shortcut, okay? So after you've done that, after you have finished using the app and finding the equation of the line for this, what I'd like for you to do is now work on number 27. Just clear out the information, the X's and the Y's that we put in for the boat scenario, and fill in the X's and the Y's here and just do part A. Okay, so I'm actually going to write part A here was my answer, and then all I want you to do for number 27 is part A again. All right, so today you should have steps on how to get to the graphing calculator with linear regression, and then of course part A is done here, and you guys are going to do part A down here. And then tomorrow we can just discuss these. Please don't try to do B, C, D, or E, or B, C, and D down here, because there's a lot of conversations we need to have, and I don't want you guys to confuse yourselves. Okay, so thank you. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.